Caitlin, we are continuing to see where now the National Weather Service is reporting that it may possibly be just a funnel cloud, not an actual tornado on the ground. They are working very rapidly to try and confirm anything that they can at this point in time. Normally, we would try and take a look outside with our weather camera. However, it is just so rain socked at this point in time. Yes. We really can't see. Oh, there. Wow. Look at that shot.
There's a look to the northwest of us. Wow. We are in western Joplin, so that's looking to the northwest. As we mentioned before, a high precipitation supercell. So that means you're not going to be able to see a tornado if there in fact is one on the ground. Right now, it looks like we just have some reports of funnel clouds, and this storm does have a history of producing funnel clouds as well as hail up to the size of baseball, perhaps softballs. Right now, we're just expecting possibly tennis ball size hail, golf ball size hail, but still very dangerous, very damaging hail, in addition to the possibility, the very real possibility of a tornado. And Jeremiah, I just want to go over some of the cities that are going to be impacted from this morning. Once again, Airport Drive, Alba, Asbury, Atlas, Brooklyn Heights, Carl Junction, Carterville, Lakeside, Next City, Northeastern Joplin, Oakland Park, Oronogo, Purcell, Waco, Webb City. Addition to that, we have Baxter Springs, Cliff Village, Dennis Acres, Diamond, Dunwich, Duquesne, Fidelity, Galena, Iron Gates, Joplin, Leawood, Lowell, Reddings Mill, Riverton, Saginaw, Shoal Creek Drive, Shoal Creek Estates, Shoal Creek Estate. I guess National Weather Service is really concerned about you guys, and Silver Creek. So lots of cities in the path of this storm, moving to the east and the northeast at about 30 to 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, Caitlin, a National Weather Service update just now. They are reporting that there continue to be unconfirmed reports of a funnel cloud near Riverton. So this storm, again, does have a history of producing funnel clouds. I spoke with Cherokee County Emergency Management Director Jason Allison just a little while ago. He told me he heard reports earlier with this storm producing funnel clouds near the Columbus area. Now that threat has passed for Cherokee County. It's now moved into southwest Missouri. Let's go back to the Freeman First Alert Doppler radar. We'll zoom out, show you that there, again, is a little bit of good news with this storm, that for the moment, this is the main event making its way through the 4 states at this point in time. But everywhere you see that light yellow, that is a tornado watch in place until 9 o'clock this evening. We're going to zoom back in on this storm. This tornado warning is in place for Cherokee, Jasper, and Newton counties until 6 o'clock this evening. We've been mentioning this for the last little bit, that this storm does have a history of producing a lot of rain, very large hail to the size of tennis balls, high winds in excess of 70 miles per hour, and now even funnel clouds. Caitlin, now it looks like the National Weather Service continuing to try to work to confirm those reports of a potential funnel cloud near Riverton at this point in time. But we've talked about it for the last little bit, and I certainly don't mean to keep hashing out the same point. But if you are in the path of this storm, please don't attempt to go outside and take a look at this. Caitlin has mentioned it several times. This storm, most likely a rain-wrapped system, if there is anything out there, which means you probably won't see it until it is far too late. And here's the, oh, go ahead, Caitlin.
I was just going to say, once again, there's those tornado tips. If you are in the warned areas, you hear this.
Joplin Floor Designs is the leader in floor covering.
Or you maybe don't have a basement, make sure you head to the lowest level of your home or apartment building, head into an interior room, cover yourself.
National TV Sales and Rental is celebrating
even if you are in a smaller room. So take a mattress, a blanket, make sure you cover yourself. Do not stay in your vehicle. Don't try to outrun a tornado. Head to shelter if you possibly can. If you cannot, then seek shelter in a ditch. That would be the best thing to do. Otherwise, if your mobile home area does have some sort of storm shelter, head there. Watch out for any flying debris, of course, and don't try to outrun those tornadoes. Also, as Jeremiah and I have been talking about, this isn't one of those tornadoes that you'll ever want to go out and try to spot for yourself.
No, absolutely
because
not.
It is a high precipitation supercell. That means that if there is in fact a tornado on the ground, it is going to be rain wrapped. You're not going to be able to see it, and chances are it will be too late by the time it actually gets to you. So this is a very dangerous situation, especially because this tornado, possible tornado, could be rain wrapped. We're starting to hear hail on the ceiling of the KSN studio.
Caitlin, I'm actually going to step outside real quick and see if I can see just how big this hail is that's falling here near the KSN studios. I will be right back with you in
Okay, and just to kind of rehash that, once again, reports of a funnel cloud unconfirmed right now by the National Weather Service, but we do have spotters out there trying to confirm in case there are any funnel clouds out there just near Riverton. This storm has the possibility of producing funnel clouds. It's had the history of producing funnel clouds over the last couple of hours across portions of southeastern Kansas, and so it looks like it's going to continue that trend as it makes its way into southwestern Missouri. Right now, it looks like a good chunk of that rainfall, that hail over Carl Junction and the northern Joplin area, and this storm does continue to move off to the east northeast, and it is kind of slowly making its way to the south as well, kind of building to the south, and that's why earlier on in the evening, it looked like this was going to stay off to the north of the Joplin area, but it is kind of making its way now into southwestern Missouri.
Caitlin, I just stepped outside a moment ago. The hail that's falling here at the KSN Coyote East studios on the west side of Joplin is very sporadic, but I did see golf ball size hail falling out there. That's another thing to keep in mind. That hail will hurt a lot, and it could potentially do quite a bit of damage to your body if you're outside trying to spot anything with this storm. Please stay inside. We can't stress that enough, that the importance of staying inside with a system like this. As we've mentioned, most likely this cell is rain wrapped, if there's anything out there at all at this point in time. National Weather Service Doppler radar is continuing to indicate that the rotating part of the storm, the tornadic part of this storm, is near Riverton or near Galena, moving east at 20 miles per hour.
Very slowly.
This storm, yes, very slowly. You know, Caitlin, that's something that you, me, Gary Bandy, we've talked about in the past, that normally we see storms moving 50, 55 miles per hour. Right. When they're moving this slowly, though, a lot more things come into play. Flash flooding becomes an issue that we have to be concerned with. National Weather Service Doppler radar continuing to indicate that this storm, the rotating portion of this storm, is near Riverton, moving towards Galena at around 20 miles per hour. Let's take one more look at the Freeman First Alert Doppler radar. There you can see the heavy impact portion of this storm now making its way into Jasper County. The tornado warning remains in place until 6 o'clock this evening for southwestern Jasper County, northwestern Newton County, and portions of Cherokee County as well.
If you live in Joplin, I'm going to tell you right now, I want you to take cover. It looks like there's a bit of an inflow right near western Joplin. That could become a little bit of a hook, and that of course means some rotation there. So locations still in the path of this storm are going to be Cliff Village, Dennis Acres, Diamond, Dunaweg, Duquesne, Fidelity, Galena, Iron Gates, Joplin, Leawood, Lowell, Reddings Mill, Riverton, Saginaw, Shoal Creek Drive, Shoal Creek Estates, and Silver Creek, and of course Joplin. So
Caitlin, I don't mean to interrupt you. The National Weather Service now saying that the strongest rotation is located between Galena and Iron Gates. That means Joplin and Iron Gates will be impacted by the portion of this storm that is rotating. So you know, we can't stress it enough, folks. If you're in Iron Gates, if you're in Joplin, if you're in the path of this storm, please seek shelter. Let's pop up that tornado safety tips graphic one more time, guys. Take shelter in the lowest interior room, preferably a basement. If one isn't available, a hallway, a closet, anywhere where you can get away from windows and an exterior wall, those are your best bets. You want to abandon vehicles or mobile homes, lie flat in a low-lying area if you have to. Cover your head with your hands, a book, a pillow, a coat, anything like that. Flying debris, always dangerous in these situations. That's why you don't want to be near a window, one of the many reasons. Please don't try to outrun this storm in a tornado. You are better off taking shelter at this point in time.
Yeah, Jeremiah, let's go ahead and pull back up our Freeman First Alert Doppler radar to kind of show you that. Once again, I was mentioning that inflow. It could be a little bit of a hook in that rotation just to the west of Joplin right now, and that is making its way slowly to the east. So some of those locations impacted are going to be the southern portions of Jasper County and northern portions of Newton County especially. It is moving fairly slowly, so unfortunately western Joplin's going to have to deal with this for quite a while. It looks like time-wise, Duquesne expected to hit right about 6:08 p.m. and Dunaweg about 6:21. So moving very slowly across the 4-state region. We're going to want to keep our eye on that rotation there. Cherokee County, it looks like it's slowly moving out, but that tornado warning is still in effect until 6 o'clock for you guys as well.
Yeah, and just because you think that you're in the all clear for this storm doesn't necessarily mean that you are. We are continuing to update the situation just as rapidly as we can. As soon as the National Weather Service cancels a tornado warning, we will pass that along. But just because you don't see anything outside doesn't mean that it's not there. So please continue to take shelter. If you're in Cherokee County, if you're in Jasper County, if you're in Newton County, those are your best bets at this point in time. Again, western Joplin, portions of southwest Missouri that are right along the Newton-Jasper County border. These are the areas that we're keeping our eye on at this point in time.
Stay tuned. We'll have another update in just a few more minutes.
Good evening. We've got some information on this storm. Let's go ahead and go to the Freeman First Alert Doppler radar. Galena is reporting, trained weather spotters in Galena are reporting now sightings of funnel clouds. Caitlin, you were telling me about that just a moment ago.
Yeah, actually, it looks like for right now that rotation is still between the Joplin-Galena area. That's where kind of that inflow is. In fact, right outside of the KSN studio here in western Joplin, we can kind of see those clouds rotating. And it looks like between Joplin, Iron Gates is going to see that rotation as well. Right now, we don't have reports of a confirmed tornado on the ground, but we do have National Weather Service personnel stating that Galena has a public report of a funnel cloud. Public report meaning that one of their trained spotters hasn't seen it, but there's our tower cam.
That would appear to be a power flash. That could be from a lightning strike, but that is the portion of the storm that we have been concerned with.
Tornado sirens once again.
Tornado sirens once again going off in Joplin. Those are definitely power flashes that we are seeing on the ground. We are continuing to follow this at this point in time. Caitlin, I'm going to let you take over for a minute.
Yeah, Jeremiah, right now it does look like there is a tornado on the ground in the southern portions of Joplin, just to the south of our station here. It is taking out those power lines. You can see those flashes on there. Yeah, everybody, if you live in southern Jasper, northern Newton, take cover.
Yes, please.
Right now.
Please,
I am telling you to take cover.
Take cover right now.
We do have a
Folks,
tornado on the ground.
This is a tornado. Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation. We cannot stress this enough. If you are in Joplin, please take cover. Cover right now. We are continuing.
Once again, that tornado just to the south of us on the ground. We can see it on our tower cam.
Absolutely, and
once again, this is producing a lot of precipitation. If you go outside, you may not be able to see it. Take shelter now. It looks like this is a pretty powerful tornado. You can see that it was taking out those transformers.
Absolutely.
It continues to push off to the east in Joplin. A very dangerous situation. Once again, very dangerous lightning, some very large hail in store also. So continue to take cover from this storm. We can see that tornado on the ground from our tower cam. We are continuing to track that. We're off. Everybody go.
No, it is certainly going off. Caitlin, I'm just looking out the door right now. Please do not go outside and try to track this storm, folks. You can't see anything outside. It is rain wrapped. This is a dangerous, dangerous situation at this point in time. We're going to continue to track this storm at this point in time.
I don't think it's going to hit our station. We don't anticipate that. But take shelter anyways.
Yeah, take shelter immediately, folks. If you can hear us, if we are still able to broadcast, you need to take shelter. If you are in western Joplin at this point in time, please continue to.
Just in case it cuts back on.
All right, we're off air.
Yeah. We're off air. Has anyone
Ma'am, there's a tornado on the ground.